Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's time to hit the gym. Welcome to another episode of Winter Arc Diaries. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. And if you're returning, you already know what the vibe is. So first things first, how are you guys doing with Winter Arc? We are into December, coming closer to January. I just want to say that just because Winter Arc's coming to an end, it doesn't mean that the grind has to stop. It's kind of essentially just like giving you that like head start for your gains to come. I don't know about you guys, but for this summer, I'm trying to be a baddie. And I already know that I'm a baddie because my wonderful fiance gasses me up every day. But it's almost 2025 and I'm finally gonna get to starting on wedding planning and stuff like that. That's the goal. And by the time I'm looking to try on dresses and I am just looking to do wedding things, I want to be super duper confident. And by the time I walk down the aisle, I want to be like snatched. Like I want to be walking down the aisle and people are like, wow, look at, like I want people taking pictures of me for back inspo. Like, wow, I want my back to look like that. But I don't even know why we're talking about back because the last episode we hit back. Today we're hitting glutes. Comment down below your favorite glute day exercises, what you feel like has given you the most growth. Maybe it's something I haven't tried yet. I have definitely been able to see some growth over the past year, and I have like done some research, read about different types of like glute sizes, glute shapes, and now that I think I know the type of glute shape that I have and the gains that I've seen, I have an idea of what exercises will work best for me. So currently the things that are heavy in my routine, RDLs, always and forever. Like RDLs have been something I have done in my glute routine literally from the beginning to now, and I will never stop. It from what I have researched and from what I have experienced, it hits like the whole glute max, so it's contributing to the glute in general, not just one specific area. The other thing that I am heavy with my current training for glute day and glute growth is hip thrust. And when I hip thrust, I superset it. And that's every time. You'll never catch me just hip thrusting. If I'm hip thrusting, cos bridging, and holding. The gains that I've seen from it, immaculate. Chef's kiss. Try it out. Abductors, whichever works for you, whether it be on the machine or cable, they both hit the same. Honestly, I just think that with the cable, you get more of that like stretch and retraction. Sumo squats. I'm thirsty. I really wanted to be like one of those Instagram baddies who can just like train and barbell squat. Like that was such a goal for me, but I cannot. I can't. I know. People say all the time like can't, should not be in your vocabulary, but just with like my history of back issues and a re-injury I had at the beginning of the year that I have been cleared from, thank God, amen. Hence why I started hip thrusting again, because I could not hip thrust when I was recovering from that injury. Just the way my spine is shaped, because I do think that there's a part of my spine that is malaligned. I always have to do like an active stretch in PT. Like I will never work out without getting a little bit of a stretch in. It's imperative for me, especially with my history, and it just kind of warms up your body. Like I feel like if you're about to get into a set, you should warm up. Let's get into it. We're gonna go inside. I'm super excited because this gym location has a hip thrust machine, which is the only way I will hip thrust. I'm sorry, like I am a gym princess. I'm a princess in general. Like having to set up the weights and all of that, and then I have to find something that's comfortable on my back for me to like get into that hip thrust position. And I'm sorry, if it's a hip thrust day for me, I'm pulling up to the gym location that has a hip thrust machine. That's what works for me. You do what works for you. Don't argue with me, argue with your baby daddy. No, so I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. It is 5, so I know it's going to be busy in there. So I am going to get the most out of my recording that I can, because I try to do long form and short form. So it gets real hectic. If you know, you know. If you record yourself in the gym, you know that there's either people who are like, you go girl, or there's somebody who's just like side-eyeing you and like lurking and like purposely like standing around you to wait for you to finish when there's like a million other things they could be doing in the gym. But I understand everybody pays to go to the gym, so it is what it is. Hopefully these are charged. That would be terrible, huh? Alright guys, I'll catch you inside. Bye. I was so excited to go to the gym this day just because I hadn't hit a lift in a few days. I had been feeling under the weather. So this was going to be really like my first glute day back after my back day that I recorded. Let me just say that It was trying. I did my whole stretch situation that I normally do prior to. I definitely didn't do as long as a warm up as I normally do, but I definitely did warm up for hitting glutes. And I could just feel in my whole body that my period was coming. Like, I had to put the barbell down so many times during my RDL set to kind of get my form right and just like re-stretch my pelvis, because every time I kept trying to hit towards my PR, I could not. So I didn't go past 60 on this set. I did 3 sets of 10, and I kept feeling it in my lower back. So I had to keep stopping, getting my form back where it should be. But the real tea is my body was just really sensitive because my cycle was coming. So I made it a quicker glute day than normal. I was literally exhausted. Here I am getting into some hip abduction. I really like this on the machine because it really lets me be able to really hit as far as I can on my side glutes. And I do feel like working side glutes has really helped with my glute growth in general throughout Winter Arc. And it's definitely something that will stay in my training routine. But again, I was exhausted. Usually I can hit like 110 on abductors, like just chill with no discomfort. But right here, I think I'm like right at like 90, and that was the max I could hit because I was so uncomfortable. You do what you can. After this, I got into hip thrusts with cos bridges followed by holds. And I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that, like I said before, it's really important to do a good warm up. The weather started to get really cold in Massachusetts too, and I do have a little bit of stress going on a personal level. Everybody does though. But with my history of back stuff, I can go ahead and let you guys know that this is actually the last time I hit the gym, and I'm recording this in the future, about a week out. I have been struggling the past week or the past 4 or 5 days with some really bad neck and back pain. It is chronic. It got triggered in January. I was cleared by physical therapy, but they did tell me that it would be something that would continue to bother me from time to time from different triggers. And I think just some stress that I've been experiencing and how cold it's been just triggered me. Literally, like, I have to take a break from the gym. I guess it's just in time because Winter Arc's ending, but I am really salty because I had a good another 2 weeks left in me. But it's okay. I'm still going to have a final episode of Winter Arc Diaries next Sunday. And then you guys can come along on the ride with me for just getting back into like strength training. I'll probably be doing a lot of at home Pilates until I feel comfortable getting back to lifting, because the last thing I want to do is further injure myself. And I know that I can continue to make my gains while using lower weight and body weight. The Pilates method is really bomb, and it'll help me with my cut. So everything will be cool. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Comment down below with any questions. As always, more life, more blessings. Stay safe out there. Make sure you're stretching and taking care of your body. Just remember, your body tells you things through feelings and emotions. So I'm just going to sit this one out for a little while. Bye.